Join us in this episode. We're going to work on the botanical series, the miniature bonsai this time. Join us. Well, welcome back, bonsai family. So in this series, we're working on this it says miniature bonsai trees from LEGO. So if you have one of these or thinking about one of these, this video might be for you. I'll do a review at the end, but we're gonna go through kind of the process of building and then kind of critiquing if this is actually worth your value. This one just came out for me on my site. I had to go to the LEGO store to pick this up, but you can actually find this on Amazon if you're looking through. You don't feel like going shopping, but comparatively to the last two, which were single trees, these actually have 3 different trees with 2 different stands. So you have looks like a wisteria, a black pine right here, and it looks like a ginkgo tree, I think. I'm not sure what that is, but let's see what it is. I'm gonna open these up, and then let's go from there. It says push here. It's like not new in the box anymore. Instruction for the 1 mini tree. Instruction for the black pine. It didn't say what kind of tree it is. It looks like that looks like a wisteria. So, you know what? Let me just do a time lapse, and then at the end we'll do a quick critique of the toys by himself, and then compare them to the Japanese maple and to the cherry blossom or the black pine. Alrighty, so this is the final product of this miniature bonsai trees from LEGO. So it includes 3 different plants. So I did read the instructions. So it did come with a wisteria, a ginkgo, and a root over rock black pine, which is kind of cool and it's kind of interesting. So let's kind of look at each of these trees individuals and its composition. So I have the black pine here. So look at the black pine. It is a glazed blue pot. Should be probably unglazed at this point, but it's not too bad of a contrast here. It's over root over rock. You can see actually the roots over this gray pebble rock, and it has a little moss detail, which is kind of interesting. The needlework is kind of interesting. While they're all pointing up, naturally what a black pine would do. It has a little opening on the crown, which probably needs to be hidden. Probably another, if we had like another layer right here, it'd be really great. But other than that, it's a nice like cascade or like root over rock cascade. It's not a bad detail at all. It comes with a small stand, which comparatively to the other ones, not bad at all. I mean, this is pretty good. Now let's look at the ginkgo. Here's ginkgo. The detail on the ginkgo is kind of interesting. Using the same pot, so actually all 3 pots are exactly the same, the glazed blue. What is also interesting is that the leaves here are not really leaves. I'm doing a detailed camera here. You notice they're actually like butterflies, so which is kind of cool. This is more of like a fall treatment for ginkgos, more than a spring treatment, because it should have been green if it was for spring. But this is a nice fall complementary plant in this case. So not very bad at all for the size you get. Last year you get with the tall stand is a wisteria. And again with the blue pot, nice semi-cascade kind of upright, or Myogi informal upright. The wisteria is not bad for the size. And overall, you know, it's not a bad composition. Took me about a little over an hour to do all 3 of them. Some hiccups here and there. a lot of small manipulatives. But scale-wise, this would be on the small side. So it says miniature bonsai tree. That's pretty accurate in this case. If this was just a standalone piece, if this is the only piece I would buy, this is not a bad piece. I mean, I think this is a little over $50 after taxes. And then getting 3 pieces like this with the stand, this could actually be not a bad composition. Size-wise, these are like smaller than shohin. This is probably mame size almost. It could be shohin, really small shohin. You could probably do a lot of stuff with this thing. You probably could use this as an accent plant if you're really desperate. Or you can actually put this as like a 3-point display or 2-point display for if you like really need to do a display or practice display. This might be a great way to understand how to use this stuff. So if I had to put this on scale, this would have been easily a 9 out of 10. The reason why I wouldn't give it 10 out of 10, my fingers are hurting. It's just really small. It's really repetitive, some of these things, but that's what LEGO kind of goes with. But design-wise, this would have been 10 out of 10. So LEGO, you guys hit it out of the park with this like setup here. Now let's compare this to some of the older stuff. So we bring some of the older models out and we can compare and contrast this model with the other ones. All right, so here are the original bonsai with the cherry blossom with flowers or with the leaves. Okay, we have the other one the other one that came out was the Japanese maple in the fall. Now, look at the size-wise. You can see how small these guys are. Okay, much smaller. Now again, you can probably do a 2-point display or a 3-point display. I mean, if you want to do a fall display. I mean, you can mix and match these items. There you go. I mean, you could technically do, a 2-point, 3-point display. So this is not a bad set. I mean, if you have bonsai trees, you want to have something to live indoors, you don't really care about watering, you want a tool to use for display, to practice displaying, understand like some of the intricacy of how you do things. It's not a bad investment, I say. These most likely will probably stay in my house, but for the amount of money you guys paid for these things, the intricate details you get, LEGO, you guys hit it out of the park. But what do you guys think? You guys are still watching. If you have any of these products, what do you think about this particular one, which is the Mini Bonsai Trees? If you have the other products, what do you think about other things that LEGO could build, other trees that LEGOs can do? These are pretty much the iconic ones, the cherry blossom, the ginkgo, the Japanese maple, the black pine. I think these are really classic bonsai types. I wonder what LEGO could do. Maybe a bigger version. Can you imagine like a full size, like a full size Japanese maple tree or some other tree? That'd be kind of cool. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. I'll respond to those when you get a chance. If you guys watch all the way this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this just for fun of it at this point. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.